apparently. You feel like you're a good person. We doing it with the music again? Yep, there it is. I spoke too soon. Also, what in the holy Hogwarts is this? Kind of digging the music a bit more though. But hey! Hello everybody! Welcome back to No Shenanigans. My name is Benji. And this is the test, the final revelation. Now, I just played the first test and the second test. We're going on with the third. Again, I did see Mark play the first one. I saw that he uploaded a video for the second one. I haven't seen that he's uploaded a video for the third one yet, but we're just gonna dive right on in. So let's do this. Yep, the test of the test hypothesis rising. Now, they made several other games, but I don't think they're as, because they're not presenting them here as like, you need to play these 3 or 4 or 5 before you play this. I think it's fine because I did do the test and hypothesis rising. So, stand to gain a lot from the experience if you play the first 2 titles. Carries off with the last examinations left off. Yep. Yep, yeah, I got it. The same thing. Just, yeah, we're good. Would you like to close the game now so you have the opportunity to play the test 2, before playing the test 3. I've already played the test and the test 2. Well then, let's continue. Make sure you answer each question with the utmost honesty, that you take your time with the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back. Yeah, I accidentally answered one of them, I think a little wrong, in relation to my brother, if he wanted to get out of murder. So there's that. Concern? Much concern. Sun comes crashing down, and the heroes fade away. The darkness is all around. There's no light of day. I'll come back for you. Never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. The world spirals into abyss. He's standing there. Embrace so long I've missed. Soul, my love I bear. When every nerve has been left deadened, every ghost has left its shell, bring you back to your heaven, as you rescued me from my hell. That's a really nice poem, actually. Ah! No matter what happens, I will always love you. You two were a thing? You guys were a thing? Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and every drop of my soul, I swear to you. We're going to find a way out of here. So that's the guy from the first test, and the guy from the second test. Apparently, they're a couple lovebirds. The testing room. Who dis? Look awfully familiar to. Oh, Destiny. I wasn't expecting you so soon. So I knew that one day we'd meet in this room. You see closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. Few of my former colleagues you may have met. A slew of questions you answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still, I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. This guy's got a thing for rhymes, apparently. I'll peel back the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. Questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. Open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. Take an angel's wing or a devil's hand. And we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. Not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made into your soul, it is burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. Your answers lack the guidance of truth. Your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Fair enough. Now, let the examination begin. Ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Maybe. Ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Sometimes, but I think more often it's the other way around. Ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Not now, I guess. Give it 20 years. You ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Always. You consider yourself to be a good friend. I think we talked about this in the previous 2 tests. Not particularly. Are you afraid of death? No. Are you afraid of what might come after death? Yes. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? By few, but yes. I feel like you just don't belong. Yes. I feel like a burden most days. Have you ever felt left out? Yeah. Have you ever felt like a failure? Most days. Have you ever felt like you just aren't attractive enough? Yeah. Ever worked yourself sick? Maybe. Have you ever been racing thoughts at night and make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Most nights, actually. You're afraid to ask for help. It's so much not as afraid to ask for help, it's I just don't trust the people that I'm told I should ask for help, if that makes sense. But I guess you feel like people often criticize you. Yeah. Ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yeah. I say I'm the first in my family to do a lot of things. I'm also the first in my friend groups to do a lot of things. Move out, graduate from college, buy a vehicle, get married. Yeah, there's a lot of things where I'm the lot of firsts, and I think people think that I'm rushing things. And I don't feel like I'm rushing things. I think I'm just taking them in stride, like whenever the next thing comes along. I don't feel like I'm rushing, but I think that's what other people think. Whether that's friends or family. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes. You could turn back time. If I could turn back time. I'm sorry. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? For any reason? Yes. You say you have many regrets in life. Yes, but I think most people. Things that you'd like to go back and change. The issue is if, like, going back to change something, you're effectively killing the person that you were, and you're becoming a new person, because then that thing will have changed. They have many regrets in life. Yeah. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Yes. You sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain you already locked them? Yep. You ever feel like life is moving too slow? Never. You ever feel like life is moving too fast? Always. You feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Not usually. To be fair, I got the dog and 2 cats, so I'm never really alone. Do I consider myself to be a thoughtful person? Sometimes. Do you consider yourself to be superficial? Oh? You ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. You consider yourself to be high maintenance. Not as far as I'm aware. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Yes. Have you ever been a bully to someone? I'm going to say I don't think so. I know in a previous one of the tests, I know I mentioned that I don't want to be a bully. I never wanted to be a bully. And I know I give people a lot of hell and I try and joke around a lot, and that I am truly sorry if you believe that I bullied you. That was not my intention. Have you ever been a bully to someone? Like, I want to say no, because I don't think so. You try and keep a low profile to avoid attention from others when in a crowded area. Yes. You actively try to avoid busy places. Yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yes. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to they had definite plans for the future? Yes. You ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. You ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Yes. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Not really. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Not really. Have you ever cared about an object around you or have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yep. I think every kid had like their toy or blanket or something, but I had a blanket that I carried for years, and that was just like a tattered rag by the time I was done with it. Does being around animals give you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? Yes. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes. Not most times, not intentionally, but I'm going to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. Hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you can't be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. Series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art, and let me into that precious heart. Starters, what emotion does it present in the picture? Immediately numbness. What word do you feel to most describe this picture the best? Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I think this picture is called. Mind of Misery. The Soul Abduction. Mind of Misery. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you most present in this picture? Relaxation. How would you describe this picture the best? Abyss? I think this picture is called. Birthing, I guess. Let's see. Next we have this one. For some reason I just immediately saw an owl with this. What's present in this picture? Joy? Question mark? The picture the best. I want to say mirrored, but that's. Yeah, I'm leaning towards galactic. I think this picture is called Reflection of the universe. That'd be a very fitting one. Noted. Look, this one. Relaxation? Like a doorway opening. How do you describe this best? Gateway, yep. Stairway to heaven? Light at the end of the tunnel is actually a really good one. How about this one? This one I'm getting depression. Abyssal. I would say abyssal or darkness, but abyssal. You think this picture's called? Abyssal gaze. No, abyssal gaze. Make note of that. And this here. Relaxation again. Veiled. You think this picture's called? I was gonna say masking or mind's eye. I'm thinking mind's eye. Now this one. Chaos. To describe this picture best. Feathers? Planetary. Mother Nature's gift. That would be good for, yeah, Mother Nature's gift. How's about this? Oh, we finally have an anger. What word to describe it? The breast. Torment. Inferno gate. Rage incarnate. Interesting. How's about this one? That's an eyeball. There's no, like, anxiety, so I'm gonna go with chaos. That's an eye. Cyborg, I guess. Analyzing. Because it's, like, staring. I think this picture is called Data Sphere. Thought provoked. Matrix. Alright. Now this one. This one's another anger for some reason. Describes it the best. Birth. Anger and why? Down. Birthplace of dreams. Yeah. Why'd I have anger and birth in that? Those concepts don't seem to be correlated at all. Certain numbness. Broken. Crystal. Done. Depression. What word do you describe the best? Paper. Viscous. I think this picture's called. Planet Cradle. Most present in this picture? Anger again. And yeah. Oh no. Whoops. Red Angel. Just a few more. Numbness. Cosmic. I'm gonna go with, yeah, no cosmic. This is called Marble of Time. Almost finished. Relaxation. Nebula. Vaporous forms. Vaporous. Last one. Joy. Relaxation. Follow. Empty world. Some of these here just about wraps it up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got really drawn into that. Some of those were just like, I need to think about this for a second. Answers have been documented well. Deep in your subconscious, they dwell. I'm not finished with you just yet. Still more truths have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start of a great deal of fun before we part. Let me challenge you on another level still. Pick your brain until I get my fill. Next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays. You'd either spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. Get each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. Drawing is held when your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present out of moral obligation. Plan to keep the money all for themselves. They feel it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Jealous. Yeah, I regret buying them the ticket. Yeah. Very well. What do you wish to do in this situation? I would be jealous and mad about it, sure. But if I did anything, they would know who did it. Like, this might as well go on living. The roles are reversed and you were giving a winning lottery ticket. Would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? I would share a portion probably with most people, including this person. Now you're walking through the forest and you come up on a black suitcase. Inside the case rests $1 million. Along the money comes a bloodstained note, only one word written on it. It simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Anxious. Yeah. What would you wish to do in this situation? I'll leave the suitcase alone. I would say call the police, but no, it just says don't. Like, that note wasn't covered in blood. Would it change your decisions at all? Probably. I want to say no. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose one of 3 glorious bargains. He's not told you what those bargains are yet. How does it make you feel? Intrigued. Devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe in him truly be the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you that he offers in exchange for your soul, see if you could strike a bargain. Which of these? I would not sell my soul to the devil. I don't know I don't care. Never age, yeah. Bring one person back from the dead. All the wealth and power. No. No, I'm not selling my soul to the devil. The devil offered you a deal some other kind. Would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I understand everyone's like, I'd sell my soul to the devil for a Klondike bar, but no, actually no. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad, scared. I don't know if I can survive for long. I don't want the world to end. I'd be scared and sad, but I think more sad than anything. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes. As interesting as it would be, yeah. I've been working at a company for 10 years. You've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck, and that maybe one day you'll get the position, and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. Betrayed. Trusted you. You also learned that a few secrets about the company that would be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What do you wish to do in this situation? Sabotage the new employee and get them fired. Surrender. I'm not quitting the job looking for new employment if I had this information, no. Threaten to report my boss for fraud. Yeah. The roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving. Would you accept the position? I was actually in a similar situation not all terribly long ago when I got promoted to where I was at now. Or where I am at now. And it was offered to someone else first. They declined it. So I'm going to say, yes, I would still accept it. In my situation, yes. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen. You turn and you realize that someone is watching you through the window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Anxious, for sure. Protective. Anxious and protective, but at the same, like, yeah, protective. What do you think you'd do in this situation? Immediately grab, yeah, but then double check all the doors are locked. I'm not going outside, fuck that. If the face you saw on the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not that of a human, would your answers change at all? I don't think so. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. Not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after announcing some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there's currently no cure for. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you will never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. Just be kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Do you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug removed when that happens? Pull the plug! Fuck it! Nope, I'm not dealing with that. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? No. Spending it with friends and family. In 6 months, I don't know what I could do to try and better the place. And the dreams that I want would definitely take longer than 6 months. So at that point, just spend it with the people that I can. There are diseases out there that can put you in that form of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that could potentially happen to you at any point in time? This, I say, it doesn't change anything because I try to live every day as if it were going to be my last. So, noted. I have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. Search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't found any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning, you awaken to the sound of familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in the late 80s on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He's named the beast Johnny, and they both seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he silently licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age. But he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. The dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after. You know, telling the old man that it isn't really a dog, it's your dog, would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't your dog and take Johnny home with you, or do you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to go play and go for walks? But the old man keep the dog for now, because okay. What's immediately going through my brain is that it's legally my dog. Like, knowing how I attained my dog and my cats, it was that, like, they put it out of, like, hey, there's this dog that we found. If it's anyone's dog, you have a couple weeks to verify, like, come and get your dog, or it's now going to be put up for adoption. So obviously, I would have, like, seen that, hey, they found my dog, if they took it to a vet. And if they did take it to a vet, then they would see that, like, yes, this is my dog, I have the papers on it and everything. If this old man just saw the dog and it's like, oh my god, it's my old dog, and he has it, and he hasn't done anything about it, then the dog is still mine. It's just staying at his place. So the dog is still in my name. It's still my dog. It's just staying with this old man now. So when this old man would eventually grow old and pass away, it's still my dog. So I will just take dog. And like, if anyone has questions, that is the story. It is the truth. So let the old man keep my dog. Does the story make you sad at all? Yes, because I could definitely imagine something like this happening with my own dog. He's about 5 years old, but I've had him for the last 4 years. So, or he's going on 6. He's going on about 6. And my grandfather has Parkinson's and dementia and that. So it does hit a bit close to home for me. It does make me sad. You imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again. Yes, yeah. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. You fell for one of their traps and they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you're giving a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you are bound to 2 potential options and only 2. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can spend the time with spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them to positive ways and make their life better. Okay. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. I want to say choose to stay with family and friends. I think in the moment though, like if this just happened and I just died and this was the option, I would probably out of spite haunt the killer. I would like to stay with family and friends, and I think that might win out, but I don't know. Just haunt my killer, stay with friends and family. Just stay with friends and family, I guess. I'm stick with that one. Do you think you have what it takes to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Oh yeah! Yeah! You believe that this scenario is possible? Yeah! This situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed. Which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather they stay with friends and family, but ultimately I would support whatever decision they make. One night, you go to sleep and get a good rest, but it feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and hardly recognize yourself. It looks as if you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television on the screen that says press play. So you oblige the note and hit play and reveal a message that has been left to you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is entirely wiped. Loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option to either watch this video every single day so you know what's going on, and continue your progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. Watch that video every single day. I do not want to be that one that doesn't know what's going on. I know there's a movie, isn't an Adam Sandler movie that's about something like this, where like his wife can't remember more than a day. It would be painful, but I think I would choose to watch that video every single day. You You'd be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they had felt like it was for your own good. I don't think so, because having to have a person in that situation, I don't know what decisions I would make, but I don't think I can blame them. Your best friend was in this situation. Would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happily, never letting them know the truth? I would make the video. They deserve to know. Take note of your answer. Through frantic digging in the attic, or in the antic, reading old files and newspaper articles, you've come to find your parents are famed psychologists. You also come to find out that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event and the loss of their parents. Once the trance had worn off, they had repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. Two psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child as to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's parents, and to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your would-be parent? No. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yes. Would you feel betrayed by the secret they kept from you? Depends on what age I'm at, but I think, like, if I was 50 years old and I found out that for the last 40 years that this was a thing, it'd be different if I turned 18 and they told me, or something like that. Like, when I became an adult, or when I became functioning on my own, like moved out and what, then that'd be different. But I think, yeah, I would be a bit betrayed. Would you confront them about the articles you found? Yeah. If you're in their position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Yes. Everyone deserves a second chance. One final scenario before we move on. Underworld is come and gone. All is left is a post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns, laying waste to any survivors in their path in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive the harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. In order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. Try to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders. It only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now, you have a few choices to make. Go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or do you stay in the bunker all by myself? They're assholes. They kicked me out. Fuck them. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker, let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? Yes. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based off of savagery and raiding, or would you build off of sharing and compassion? I would say sharing and compassion. You're the leader of the colony that exiled, except it was you who exiled someone else for pulling their weight, who wasn't pulling their weight. That would be the thing. Why am I exiling that person? Because by the sounds of it, I could just be sending this to them to death, basically. That person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation. They found a jackpot of food in the underground bunker, but they refused to share it with you in the colony. Would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? If I was the person who exiled, I don't want to be the person who exiled them. Let them keep what they found. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. Any more from you before I allow you to rest? Choice here, choice there. Which would you rather? Well, dilemmas abound from what I can gather. The answer clear, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most or be abandoned by the person you'll be abandoned? I don't want to, nope, be abandoned. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Split 4 ways. Actually, I only get 5, but then like we're all doing great. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you and have no way of proving it? Get cheated on. No, I will never cheat on my wife. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? I would love to be rich, but no. I'm poor and honest. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite... What? What the fuck is this question? Shit. No, fuck. Pet, I guess. Rascal, I am so sorry. Rascal, I'm so sorry. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Get fired, I guess. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? What the fuck? Step-sibling, I guess. Sure. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death or let a thousand strangers die? I'm gonna be selfish. Save my friend. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Rescue a starving child. Would you rather be rich without family or poor but with family? Poor but with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Steal food for the rest of my life. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return? 4 years. 4 years in the military. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles below the speed? It's not illegal to be below the speed. I know I speed. But if I knew this was going to be the case, below the speed limit. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to... come on. You're going to tell me I can't pass that up. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or be addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? I guess alcoholic for the rest of my life in those two situations. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 and die before you... Oh, no. Outlive my friends and family for 200 years. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both? What? In order for me to survive? I don't like either of these answers. Fuck. Alright, I guess. God, that's fucking terrible. Either get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life. Oh, I would rather work hard and never receive any praise. I fucking hate it because it happens now, but I'd rather punch a nun or get punched by... I'd rather get punched by a nun. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? It's only March. It's only March. And I suppose tax season, lose all the money. Would you rather flip a coin with a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? I mean, it's only 20 or $10. It was like 2,000 or 1,000, I think I'd just take the 1,000. But fuck it. Sure, let's flip a coin. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? I'd rather know how I'd die. Know when. Is like a date? Like there's a certain... Because then I could prepare. Know when I'd die. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Permanently deaf. Because when the hell am I underwater more than once or twice a year? Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, have the best internet in the world but never leave my house? I mean, I understand this doing YouTube here would argue that, but like, travel the world. I've already been out of the country once, and I'm okay. Never leave my home. Like I can never leave these four walls, or like I'm just stuck in the local area. I guess either way it doesn't matter. I don't have great ambitions to need to see all four corners of the world type of thing. So, I'd rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested hot coals. Would you rather be the judge of who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? I've had thoughts about like if I was a judge in a court or whatever, but I think out of these two, I would rather I'm the one that carries that burden of doing the dirty job. So, I'd rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you, but always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you. Bad luck, because I don't want that demon to possess my body and do shit. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Married to someone I'm not attracted. Out of these scenarios, yeah. Because I feel like the first one would just end in terrible, terrible fucking divorce. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? A low-paying job that I love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks or fully clothed have to walk 100 miles to get home? 100 miles fully clothed, I guess. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or grab $100 out of a $5? I'm not putting my hand in a toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Give up books. I can still own the books and other people can read them, right? Because that's why I have most of the books I have now. Is because I would love for my kids to read them. But I will gladly get rid of books. I'd rather be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything. Oh, 20. Like to work every day. So if I have to be at work at 5 a.m. Like tomorrow when I'm recording this, I have to be at work at 5 a.m. You're telling me I'm going to show up at work at 3 a.m.? What the fuck? I suppose 20 minutes late, though. I get, because I feel like I'm constantly late. I hate being late. I'm gonna say early. Fuck. God, I hate it. I hate those options. Would you rather find a dead body or be witness to a deadly assault? Yeah. The blood and gore doesn't affect me that much in movies and such, so. I'd rather be able to change your past or see what your future holds for you. Again, I think I've made this comment before, that if you change the past, you're effectively killing a person you became because of that experience that you changed, and you're making a new person take your place. I would rather look into the future. I have one really great friend and 100 mediocre friends. I would rather have one great friend. Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose 1 day off your life for every time you kissed someone? I guess lose all my teeth. I can't eat almost anything ever again. I just get fake teeth, I suppose. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you could collect the money, or have your worst enemy win the lottery? I guess this I'm not out anything. I'd be mad at myself. But this I would fucking hate that. No, I'd rather lose my own ticket. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? True love. Would you rather have a pause button on life or a pause button? Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? I mean, I don't want to know what gasoline exactly tastes like. So I guess boiled. It'd be painful, but maybe quicker. Rather have your new friend every day, make a new friend every day, or get $100 a day for doing nothing, but never have friends again. I'm a big introvert, so I guess this. Sorry, guys, but making, like I just said, I don't want 100 mediocre friends. I would rather have one good friend, and not that I would trade my friends up for $100, but if out of these two options, $100 every day. I'd rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family. I'd rather die. Give my life to save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or be hurt by everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? Be hated for something I didn't do. Because my conscience. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STD? Sleep with my worst enemy. Because I don't know. Because I feel bad for people who do have STDs. Like, I just no. I mean, it puts a whole new phrase to, like, fucking your enemy in the ass, I guess. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Imagine how healthy I would be. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Very low volume, because I would blow the fuck out of my ears. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? In this case, I'd rather be blissful, as compared to before. Just because, what are the odds that you're gonna meet any of them? And I've heard too many stories of, like, you meet your favorite actor or what, and they end up being a dick. So, I'd rather just never meet my hero. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have friends for the rest of your life? I mean, pets piss on your floor, but friends sometimes have drama. So I'm going to say never have friends. Sorry, guys. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain? I would rather be in pain. Thank you for answering the questions, but we're not done yet. I've made it through my categories except for one. Final questions will be deep within your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to see what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you stick. When you expel the truths from yourself, I want you to feed my precious fate, or your precious fate. I want to learn all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together, wait a final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, I will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. I do want to apologize. I see that we're like passing the 1 hour mark here, at least in the recording. I do apologize if this is taking a long time, but I do want to get this completed. Ever lie to those who are closest to you? No. Ever hurt someone who you know didn't deserve it? Probably. Ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. You ever intentionally hurt an animal? Yes? Like, I go hunting, and I used to go fishing. So I guess yes, in a way, it's intentionally hurting an animal. I don't want to hurt them, but, like, delicious. Have you ever blamed someone for something you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? Fuck no. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? Not that I'm aware of. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? I want to say no. Nothing's coming to mind right away, so I'm going to say no. You know. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? Again, nothing's coming to mind. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? Again, nothing's really coming to mind, so no. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? It's more the lust of like, hey, that's a good looking person. And I guess in that case, yes. But again, I know I would never cheat on my wife. And I have never cheated on any of my exes. I mean, there's Ryan Reynolds, so yeah. Have you ever wished for death of someone who had wronged you? Yeah. Have you ever wished to death of a loved one? No. Ever knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death? Would you write down anyone's name? Yep. A couple people actually come to mind. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones? You could spend more time than I currently do. Yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yeah. You ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Most days. Ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. Especially in my position at work where I'm one of the assistant managers. That's definitely like, if I'm having a bad day, most everyone else is also having a bad day. And it's not that I'm trying to make everyone else's day bad. It's just that there is a certain degree of, like, people looking up to me. That sounds wrong, but I don't know how else to word it. So yeah, like, if I'm having a bad day, everyone's having a bad day. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel that you've been wrong? Yep. Ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Sometimes, so I guess I'll say yes. Ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No, because I'd like to think I lived honestly. I already live honestly. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Not that I'm aware of. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yeah. You ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Yeah. Ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? I would like to think no. I usually prioritize other people as a people pleaser. You ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Work, actually. A good chunk of the time, it's just work. You feel like you're living up to your full potential. Not really. You ever let your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yeah, I think most people do. Have you ever refused to try something because you're afraid that you would fail? Yeah. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you're afraid of being rejected? Yeah. You ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Sometimes. You ever feel like you spend too much time planning on the future that you ignore the present? Yeah. You feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. I'm gonna say no. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Certain family members, sometimes, yeah. You ever make excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you you just don't want to go? Usually this is like a work thing. There's nothing's coming to my brain for, like, family member stuff. But if it's like, there's a meeting upstairs, you should go see it. Like, you should go be part of the meeting. It's like, I got other shit to do. I don't want to go. So, yeah, I guess. You ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with friends and family? Yeah. You ever defend someone that you shouldn't have? I tend to play devil's advocate, I guess. But that's just because I think a lot of people are more one-sided than they should be. I don't know if I'd say I defended someone I shouldn't have, but yeah, I guess. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yeah, I'm trying to be better about that, but yeah, I would say yeah. Do you ever place the blame on your personal failures on someone or something else? I know probably as a kid I did. I would say no now. It's like if it is my fault or failure, then yeah, no, it was me. Ever accuse someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No. You ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Yeah. Have you ever let a relationship degrade you because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No. Or no. Because I feel like relationships, you should be in it for the long haul. And if it doesn't work, then you should just break it then. Because that's what I did with my second ex, actually. It was just, I knew things weren't going to work out, so just right then. It was during class, actually. That's what made it so fucking awkward. Ever feel like you could take care of your own health? Yeah, I'm a fat piece of shit, but it's also my decisions. Like, have you ever let someone else take blame for something you did? I try not to. If it was unbeknownst to me, then I apologize. But, like, if I hear, like, hey, what the hell happened here? Why wasn't it done this way? What the fuck did you do? And they're yelling at someone else, and it's like, hey, that was me. So, no, that was not. Have you ever acquired something you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? I mean, yeah, that's usually called gift giving. You ever feel like you're not living to others' expectations? Yeah. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? I would say yes. There's one person that comes to mind particularly where I just didn't really explain what the issue was. But I also felt like if I did explain the issue, it would just become a bigger deal. And I just don't want that person in my life anymore. So, yeah. You ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life that you don't have and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? Again, I'm trying to be better about this, but yes, I think I do. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? Probably when I was younger. I think I have more confidence now to stand up for myself and others. But have I ever? Yeah, I have. Finally. Do you feel like you're a good person? Do I feel like I'm a good person? I try to be. I try to be a good person. I want to be a good person. I try to be a good person. I feel like for the future of my family and just for like my wife and our future kids and that, I want to be a good person. I need to be a good person. Do I feel like I'm a good person? Yeah. This concludes the ending of your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I'll analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. Simply cannot be. I've expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I prepared myself to tell you of your fate, Play upon your fear. Break the worst of news to you. Plant the seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. What I can conduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, I return shall share this with you. This is what I see. One word describes you more than any other. That word is talented. Personally, I think you're more talented than you realize, and I think you're more talented than anyone else realizes as well. If you just spend a little bit less time out of your own head, you might get a lot further. You are by far your own worst enemy. You need to seriously cut that shit out, start trusting your natural talents and abilities more. No one knows you better than you, however, you must pay heed to this warning. You're way too overcritical of yourself at times, and it can lead to breaking yourself down way further than you ever should. If you're not careful, you can ruin your entire potential to be successful in life just by not paying attention to when you need to self-reflect, and when you need to give yourself the credit you deserve. Start being more positive. You'll do just fine. Secret word is fantasy. Remember this word. This word is come in handy. Received an ending you've already received before from previous. Remember, we did not ask you your secret words prior to taking this. Test. That should be very telling. It means something very special. Received an ending that you've already received or from previous examination. Yeah. If the result was the same as something you got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret word in the comments. If you received an entirely new outcome, that means you got multiple layers of things to work on your journey. You may just have an extra layer beneath your personality, but only you will know what that answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions, found deeper meanings, been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. It's simple. The answer is always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks them. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. About making you think, about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together, showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. All the thousands of people who are just like, we all feel so lonely sometimes. We feel flawed, we feel pain. It's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables. And they're the most hypocritical set of variables imagined. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit as they judge us for in the end. And we judge them for too. Feel flawed, because you are flawed. Feel afraid, because you have the right to be. Feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We're losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us that falls to the hardest times in our lives at any given moment, we can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. You never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words I've gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others that are not yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We're all in this together. The Test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you, and read about how much positivity they've spread. We read how many people say that their lives have changed forever. I'll tell you one thing. Even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. Every single one of you who have left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you've helped spread the message to others. You've helped spread the positive light in the very dark time to so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world that do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened quite a lot, haven't we? We're brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We're brave enough to take the chance to leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. For that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows that your good deeds by spreading it and participating, we also have another surprise for you. Everyone who's left a comment in our titles continues to do so in the future titles we put in the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. That's not the good part. We'll also be going through and selecting names, those who leave comments in all of our titles, and putting their names right into the actual game storyline, whether to be a special item, a piece of lore, or a character named after them, and much more. Now, as far as your secret words go, secret words will play a pivot role in our new project. Plug your secret words into different parts of your journey they requested from you, and will alter the game in a way uniquely set to your specific word. As an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. It's an RPG that focuses on every human emotion, the decisions we make, and those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out for the future of our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC and all of our titles will be represented in the storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tied together. I don't know if that game's out or not. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is. You'll be sure to continue and add more and more players to the lore and gameplay as we read more and more comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those participated in all of our titles, we will be periodically sticking names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and everything you continue to do for the world. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of the session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you to be included in future projects which we are currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our project. Why am I getting emotional? God damn it. Word from the developers. If any of the games to even save one life, it was worth it. It means that you're a part of that. A part of saving someone's life. Most people live their entire lives never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't participate in anything useful from the test series, particularly find anything useful, by spreading the word, you've helped others do find something beneficial from the series who really needed the help they need. has shown plethora of positive and emotional and spiral comments left in the series as a whole. So thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who truly really need it. Some of our entire lives selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone unless it benefits themselves. You met some people like that in your lifetime, and that's okay. Place all types of people in the world. We need people who create balance. We need selfishness with the selfless. We need the good with the bad, the happiness with the sadness. We need to appreciate those that we do and don't have. The games have helped people, and you've helped people. If you left a comment, you're a part of this. If you continue to leave comments, you will continue to be a part of this. If you share this, you've helped someone. If you don't believe, take a look for yourself and read from the words of people left the world to see. I cannot read this fast enough! One thing we're in common is that we're all human inside. Doesn't matter where we're from, how we grew up, what we're through, our opinions and preferences and joys and dislikes, judge at the end. We're all human, we'll feel. Oh, God. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm sorry, I can't read fast enough. Thank you for encouraging others to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting as divisive in this world. Thank you for opening your heart and mind in order and create acceptance, not only for everyone else, but for yourself as well. In our differences, we aren't so different after all. This world together. Make it happy, stay for everyone. Yeah, why am I getting emotional? You're gonna need them when you're chasing demons. Oh, what the hell? I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals on a blackened rose. She loves you. Don't do this. Loves me not. Loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Ah! She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll, and in her cell may she rot. What the fuck was that about, huh? Are those 3 characters gonna show up? The test, yep. I plan on doing the confession because that one sounds hilarious. And maybe the summoning. Confession for sure, maybe the summoning. We'll see how it goes. Until next time. Okay. Why? Reading that, I don't know why I got emotional. God damn it. Made a list of names who supported our project along the way and continue to extend this list in future titles. I'd like to see them now. Warning, the list is quite long. I say we're just gonna speed through this again like we did the last one, but oh god. There's gonna be a lot of people in it. Alrighty, I guess that was it. That seemed to be duplicating a lot of the names, so I don't know if they're taking the list from the first one and from the second one, and they're just like, just mash them together, or if it's genuinely twice as many people played, this, like the third one here is the second one, even though it suggests that you play the first and second one before you play the third one here. But like I said, I plan on doing the confession, I plan on doing the summoning. I want to see here quick if chasing demons is a thing. I'm just gonna look on the Steam page here real quick. Upcoming. No, Chasing Demons is still in development according to this Steam. So, again, thank you all for watching. When Chasing Demons comes out, oh, don't worry, I'll be playing some of that. But like I said, we'll be doing the confession, we'll be doing the summoning. We'll see in the next one, wherever that is. I do apologize, I know these were really fucking long, but I do appreciate it. But we'll see in the next one, wherever that is. I'm repeating myself again. Deuces.